All right, man. First off, man, I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate you sitting down doing this interview with me. This is amazing. I like giving people without a voice, and at the end of the day, I'm definitely not going to waste your time. And we're going to start from the beginning. Is that all right?
Yeah.
What is your name, age, and current living situation?
My name's Brandon Bentley. I'm 32 and I live on the streets.
All right. Yeah, man, that's awful. Can you tell me a little about your journey? What was life like prior to you being out here homeless, man?
I mean, it was pretty good, honestly. Up until I came out here, eventually I dropped out of high school, but I maintained a 4.0 GPA until I dropped out.
Wow, that's
impressive.
impressive.
I got into drugs and I just kind of stopped going. But I got my GED and I started working full time, and I paid rent with my grandparents and took care of them until 3 years ago. So it's pretty normal. I just worked full time and helped around the house, cooked, cleaned, all that kind of stuff.
Man, that's amazing, man. Especially taking care of your grandparents, man.
Yeah.
It takes it's a humbling thing to take care of somebody. I believe you're born a baby, die a baby, and no one knows what it's like until you have to take care of someone who's actually an adult, whose mentality state is as of a baby.
Yeah.
It's definitely humbling, and salute to you for doing that.
Well, thank you.
What's been the hardest part of being homeless for you, man?
Honestly, just the prejudice we get out here. I can't tell you how often I walk into a store or a restaurant and get treated like absolute garbage, like I'm some kind of monstrous thief when I haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, that's awful.
Every day,
Yeah.
And I don't steal. I pay for everything I get. I try to be respectful and follow the rules and do, not be a problem. But it doesn't seem to matter to a lot of people. They just automatically treat us like shit.
Yeah, that's an epidemic or a thing that's widely known out here, man. The shopkeepers and the store clerks and stuff, they're really callous, and just people in general are inhumane. It seems like they lost what it's like to be compassionate or have empathy for somebody who's less fortunate, and at the end of the day, we're all someone's child, and we don't need to be so callous. I tell people all the time that they're a check, slip, fall away from being homeless. So the last thing they want to do is be so quick to judge.
Exactly.
What does a typical day living on the streets look like for you?
Well, if I slept in that night, which I don't often do because if we fall asleep out here, usually someone will try to steal your belongings. I get up when the sun comes up from wherever I'm sleeping that I manage to, and then I usually come over to McDonald's and try to apply a sign to get some breakfast and start making money, and then I get what I need to get right and just spend the day. Honestly, most of the time I just hang out with my friends out here and make money, buy drugs, and just do that all day.
Rinse, wash, and repeat.
Yeah, rinse, wash, and repeat, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's what I hear a lot. For the exception of some people, being at this whole homeless boom, it's been within the last 10 years, there's been like a homeless population that's grown immensely.
There's new people out here every day.
Yeah, and I always say this, 90% of the people that I interview are not from here.
Yeah.
Are you from Arizona?
I am. I'm actually from just down the street. I was born and raised right here.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, that's cool.
It's a rarity out here, too.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, it makes me wonder, what's the hoorah? What's the big hoopla about Arizona? Is it that we're a cartel state?
I think a lot of it is people think that the drugs are cheap and pure and easy to get. And then also, with the weather, even though it gets so hot, we don't have to worry about the cold so much, killing us and stuff like it does on the East Coast and stuff,
Definitely. It never freezes or nothing,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know it has a lot to do with the weather. I'm just guessing. I mean, it's circumstantial.
A lot of it, too. I hear a lot of people come here for treatment and end up, relapsing and then staying here,
Oh,
From
yeah.
out of state, yeah.
Come on vacation, leave on probation.
Exactly.
It's always the...
that's a lot of people out here, actually, yeah.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
It is, yeah.
Man.
I don't think I'd want to do that, end up in a place I've never been and just...
Yeah, I know, that'd be real hard to do, you know? with nobody there.
I mean, I stay here because my family's here. I see my grandparents almost every other day drive by, so they know I'm okay.
Man, that's amazing, man.
Yeah.
At least so they still kind of check on you and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
If they see me, they'll stop and give me a little bit of money for food or something like that,
Yeah, that's amazing. That lets me know right off that you're a good person. Because most people, have done so much, wrong to their families or whatever that their families don't even mess with them no more.
Yes, I was never really cut off by my family. I wasn't kicked out of the house. I left by choice. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there a particular experience you've had while homeless that stands out? I know there's probably been a million or so, or a lot to say the least. But
there's a lot.
What stands out to you?
Like good or bad or
anything? Yeah, whatever you feel like.
It's hard to say. I was just saying in general, like being out here, the friends I made out here, I've come to realize, the people that you can trust and depend on are so much more genuine and like loving than anyone I ever had in my life before I was homeless.
Man,
the
that's
people out here that are
amazing.
good, the family we have on this block is tight, and we do take care of each other. And
Man,
I never really
that's
had
awesome.
that before,
Yeah, that's dope, man. I used to say that, in Tempe, because I'm everywhere, right? In Tempe, the homeless community, their camaraderie is almost like second to none, from what I've seen. So essentially, you're saying that it's good out here too.
Yeah,
that's
it's just
awesome.
like a smaller community of us, but that circle is tight, Like,
Man, that's cool. That's cool. I wonder why it takes for people to, get to down to their last before they start being like,
real,
I didn't want to say it, but you said it real.
I don't have any fake friends out here like I did before when I was working.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
that's wild.
I think it's because we have nothing to lose or to hide. You kind of learn everything about someone when you're out on the streets with them.
100%.
Everything's laid bare. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree, man. What is the most common reason you see for people ending up homeless, man?
I'd say the drug addiction. Honestly, yeah.
Really?
Just not being able to pay rent and stuff and ending up,
Snowball effect then, huh?
Yeah.
And then definitely, when I'll say Ovid hit,
yeah.
That definitely took an effect on a lot of people.
Yeah, that's how I lost my job and what eventually led to me coming out here,
Yeah, you see, and then not only that, it's just expensive. A lot of people come out here thinking it's cheap when in reality, for a studio, it's like $2,500,
Yeah,
man.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy expensive out here.
Yeah, it's not possible to live on a minimum wage job
Not
by
even
yourself.
close.
You can't.
Yeah, you need like 5 people in there with you. And don't have a phone, a car, or maybe even a bike that you have to change tubes on or something.
Yeah.
Expenses get high real quick.
Yeah, they do.
If you could speak to your younger self, what would you say?
Oh. I guess I'd say... I don't know, really. I mean, honestly, this is going to sound crazy, but I honestly feel like I'm a bit happier in this situation than I was before. Because when I was working and everything and living at home and I had all these people I hung out with that I didn't even really like, I was miserable. But honestly, I've never been, suicidally depressed out here at all.
Man,
it's hard, but
awesome.
it's just a different set of problems,
Yeah.
Really, when it comes down to it, it's really not that different. It's just different issues that you have in your daily life instead of bills or whatever. You have the problems that we have out here,
Yeah, it's one in the. I think it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
I call it adulting. It's the same thing out here because you got to adult out here, but in different ways. Like there's respect.
Exactly.
You got to have honor, integrity, and things of that nature. Versus, the same as adulting and being you got to be prompt. There's just a lot of things that go with adulting period, any way you look at it, whether it's out on the streets or you're living in a house or whatever.
And I enjoy just the freedom and the I guess genuineness that comes with being living the life we live,
Hey man, you're not the first one that said that, dude. There's a lot of people who I don't know if you'll believe it or not, but they literally say I've had people tell me that they're doing this as a social experiment. Literally, man, a social experiment. And I was like, oh, okay. That's a good one. That's new, but I'll take it. Yeah. What is something you wish more people understood about being homeless?
That being homeless does not make you a bad person or a thief automatically. Even being a drug addict doesn't make you a bad person. You can be a good person and be homeless and be a drug addict. You can be honest and have integrity and honor and morals. You know, they're not mutually exclusive. Yeah. But people seem to think they are. You know.
Very good. That's true. I believe you, man. 100%. Is there a person or organization that has made a significant and or positive impact on your life since you've been homeless?
There's
church or something?
Not necessarily an organization, but there's like a number of individual people out here. I don't even really know their names, but they're people that come out here and help us out, bring us clothes and food and stuff. There's this guy John that brings me food all the time and cuts our hair.
Awesome. Yeah.
There's the lady, we call her the clothes lady because we don't know her name. She had a son who died of an overdose a couple years ago, so she comes out here like once a week and she brings us brand new clothes and shoes and whatever we need.
Man,
you know,
that's
and it's
amazing.
just those people, like they help a lot, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it helps to know that there's still people out here who don't look at us like we're monsters, that treat us with respect and humanity, you know, that want to help us.
Yeah. I mean, everybody needs help, man. I think at the end of the day, like I said, man, everyone's someone's child at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You know? So
we're all still human.
It's still human, bro. It's real. What advice would you give someone going through a hard time?
Just keep your head up, you know.
That's good advice, man.
It can always get worse, but it can always get better, you know. You just gotta try and stay positive and just keep trucking through it.
It'll get greater later, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Very good, man. And yeah, man, I gotta ask, what is a skill or talent you have that people might not expect?
I'm a pretty good writer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good writer?
Yeah.
That's dope, man. And last but not least, I told you I wouldn't keep you long, man. Do you have a Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or anything like that, just in case whoever sees this, you never know, man. They might feel like, you know, helping.
Damn,
they might be empathetic to your situation, your plight.
I wish I did right now, but I don't at the moment, nah.
Okay, well, if someone, you know, wants to send something, I mean, I'll find you out here.
Yeah, I'm always on 44th and Thomas, you know, right here, every day.
There it is. All right, man. Thank you so much, man. This was, I mean, you're a gentleman and a scholar. This was a very informational interview. I think it's going to help a lot of people, man. I appreciate you. If I ever see you again, man, and you feel like doing an update, is that cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, man.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. All right.